Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. I've talked about this one once before here on the channel, Digital World Acquisition, ticker DWAC. Looks like I talked about it on January 19th. This has had a lot of information since then, a little bit over a month ago. But this is what it looks like over the last year, which actually hasn't been a lot over the last year. It's just been since October. Well, I should say September 30th. We're at the end of the month, but you could have got into this one for a $9.95. Had a nice run up there, almost 4 weeks later to $94.20, and then it's just came down since then, but that would have been a really good return. And here's a look at what it's done over the past year, up over 445%. Past 3 months, up over 122%. In the past month, you can see what it's done here, up over 31%. Here in the last week, 1.5%, and here today is the only place in the red. So, but actually had a nice dip there, and so not too bad. If you don't know much about this one, it's a social platform that my president, Donald Trump, started. So I don't care what you comment. You can leave comments. You can see what our current president has got us into, including the stocks are all red almost. So, but this is a blank check company. It was formed for the purpose of acquiring, engaging in a share exchange, and we'll go over that more so here later in the video. Founded in 2020, volume of 4.67 million. Average volume of 6.02 million, $3.25 billion market cap, 52-week low of 984 and a high of 175. Wow, I didn't see that it went that high, but I guess it did. And so, no ratings on this one. Once the name changes and the ticker, whatever else they're going to do, I suppose it will change at that point in time. Here's a little bit more information. Organized a blank check company. And again, kind of some of the information that I already went over. Headquarters are in Miami. And I don't know if I agree with this one or not. In regards to the volatility, yes, I would say stay away. But if you're looking to buy the dips, hold it. And I mean, this could be the next Facebook for all you know. Could be $300-400 stock. Who knows? So. But to be safe, it is best to avoid Trump's Digital World Acquisition Corp. This is dated on Friday the 18th, so right the weekend before it went live on Monday on President's Day. But the DWAC stock, a special purpose acquisition, announced a merger with former President Trump's media firm, Trump Media and Technology, TMTG. It has soared from nearly $10 in October, and just as I showed you, to $83.73 at the close of February 18th. If you think this is irrational, then consider DWAC stock has a 52-week range of 984 to 175. At one time, investors who had bought shares near $10 could have sold them 17.5 times higher, turning an investment of $100,000 into $1.75 million, enough to retire at some exotic destination. So that's what I'm talking about. That would have been a good payday. So apparently history has not agreed with me until today. Shares of DWAC have rallied, and the story now behind Trump Media and Technology Group. So we'll see what happens with this one. Definitely one to watch. I haven't bought any of this one yet. Just been still watching it. Watched it through the live. I did download the app on my phone. So, but the technical analysis stuck to me. I start primarily with the fundamentals and reveals two things. First, trying to discover time ultimate top of a stock price is as dangerous as trying to time the ultimate bottom. And that's always the key, trying to find the top and the bottom. So a double top, triple top, overbought indicators, and other interesting stuff support the idea that DWAC stock is overbought and prone to a correction. And again, another reason why I've stayed away from it. Still, it defies gravity and resists and moves higher. So those of you that follow my channel close, you know I talk a lot about MJ. This reminds me of Tilray back in the day when it just was totally volatile. So second no news is good news. Stocks move on to the release of material news. Just as if you're watching the stock market today, it's reacting all over the place. Now the stock market is waiting for updated material news. This will be translated into the chart of the stock. So third, overbought stocks can continue to trend higher for a considerable amount of time until a dramatic shift occurs. Think of the stay-at-home stocks as a prime example. One that I can think of is Zoom. And if you're wondering what will move a lot, that don't make any sense. The DWA stock will switch to Trump Media and Technology Group soon. Then a hint in the smart money institutional investors will either gradually or suddenly liquidate shares or leave retail investors wondering what hit them. Of course, they are the buy side, so we'll just have to wait and see. So it should be very interesting. If you know the date when it's going to switch, I don't think it says in here. I have not came across that yet. But if you know the date, you can list that in the comments as well. Monopoly is the worst ever form of business for consumers. It leads to high prices with no alternative products. Why tech monopoly should be a good idea. After all, Twitter and Meta or Facebook has banned former President Trump from posting content, so that's why he started the platform. So we'll just have to see what this one does in time, and I'm very bullish on it. I think it's going to open up, I don't know, a lot more avenues. I've already heard of people jumping off of Facebook or not using it as much and jumping onto this platform, so I'm still getting used to it. I just downloaded it. I haven't done a whole lot with it other than make my profile and picture and all that good stuff, but we'll just have to wait and see. So DWAC stock news and forecast. Donald Trump aligned. DWAC pops 28% in the pre-market, and this is on the 22nd. So I believe that was Tuesday, a day after it went live. Stock is spiking in Tuesday's pre-market after Truth Social, and yes, that is right. The market was closed on Monday, so of course it's going to pop on Tuesday. Truth Social is the conservative social media app owned by Trump Media and Technology Group, which is merging with DWAC. DWAC share count is expected to quadruple 30 days after the merger is completed. As we wrote on Monday, right on schedule, DWAC stock is riding high on Tuesday's pre-market. DWAC shares are 28%, just under 108 at the time of writing. The reason for the exuberance is the former President Donald Trump's social media startup, Truth Social, began allowing app downloads on the Apple Store sometime before midnight on Sunday, the 20th. Is merging with Trump Media and Technology Group, parent of Truth Social, as soon as March. Oh, there we go. Oh, so that could be in the next coming week. So prepare yourself for some more volatility. So we will wait and see. So, and again, talking about January 6th. So just kind of scroll through the rest of this. There's quite a bit of information in here. Again, you can find this on www.fxstreet.com. By 2023, there will be 200 million total shares, which will seem like dilution to current retail investors through this information has been in the public record from the beginning. One short seller has given DWAC a post-merger price of $36. Interesting. So I suppose if you wanted to buy this stock now, it's 87.32, and you're afraid of it dipping below, I would just set a stop limit and like, I don't know, $84 or $80, how much ever you're willing to lose. But and then you always have the fear of it selling, dipping, and then you sell it, and then it goes back up to where it was or higher. I've done that before, so sometimes it's easier just to watch them, but you can't watch them all day, so sometimes you need to set those stop limits or just set an alert, and if you can trigger a sale or do it on your own, that's what I would suggest. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice here on the channel. You'd have to figure that out on your own. Trump linked SPAC shares, a surge on Truth Social app tops Apple downloads, and this is just 2 days ago. Shares of a DWAC, blank check company, rose about 14% on Tuesday. So again, some of the same information. Truth Social was downloaded 170,000 times since its launch, according to research firm Apptopia. The app's launch could mark Trump's return to social media after he was banned from Twitter, Facebook, and Google following an attack on the U.S. Capitol by his supporters last year. So we'll just have to wait and see. Shares jumped 14% to 96.36, levels last seen in October. Days after the blank check firm announced a deal to publicly list Trump Media and Technology Group, TMTG, the venture behind Truth Social. So it looks like here's a video. Truth Social downloads top Apple App Store on routers. Driven by hype, but I'm skeptical that the retail-driven frenzy can be sustained. And I think it can too. I think if once we get through the mess we're in now, and if he does run again, I mean, this thing could explode. It's just an idea, but just a thought. But this one is going to be volatile, so like I said, you just might have to set your alerts and protect yourself. I don't know what else to tell you, so you'd have to figure that out on your own. But again, kind of some of the same information here on Tuesday. Soaring 14%. Urges the most downloads on Apple. So very cool. Again, all of this we already went through, so strong demand led to reports of countless error messages and more than 100,000 interested users being waitlisted. So again, very interesting. Truth Social will mark Trump's return to social media after he was banned from various platforms, including Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Shares soared as much as 62% to 137 in Tuesday's pre-market, hovering just under 100. So I don't know, I'm still watching this one, like I said. So pre-market more bullish on DWAC than regular session. This is dated on the 23rd. So again, just going to scroll through here. All of the same information, just a different look. Here again, it talks about the total shares. Over here on Reddit, general information summary of events. Let's see if there's any relevant information here in Reddit. Sometimes there is, sometimes not. Right now they are talking CPAC about President Trump and how great Truth Social will be. Shorted, and we buy the dip every time. Way to stick together. Currently here on StockTwits at $87.32. Low of $9.84, high of $175, almost at $1. The stock sucks. Can't imagine buying at this price. Always a hater. No offense if you're watching, but there's always a hater, always somebody. Everybody's got their own opinion. You gotta respect it. Biden is bringing us to war because he needs to keep getting his 10% from Ukraine. There you go. Let's go. We know what the criminals are. We're now going to finally do something about it. Yeah, I've heard that before, so haven't seen anything yet. Not much else in there than what we've already went over. No ratings here, probably until the ticker changes. So March should be, I would expect March. Maybe this will go back up in March. Who knows? But that is all that I have on DWAC. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.